My name's Gregory Hamilton, and this is the Highway to Heaven in 88 Steps. And today is day 31. It's a full official month of building the highway. Of every single day, we've slowed down and asked ourselves, what is it that I want to do with my God-given life? What is it that God wants me to do with my God-given life? And we've been at this mile marker now for a few days, making sure this off ramp, this mile marker, this milestone, a full month of having an intention of trying to improve our life or have a more stress-free life or a more fulfilling life. Correct? So as we do this type of stuff every day, we have what? An employee and an employer, you, the boss. But the employee isn't always so smart, as we've discussed before, and sometimes they have bad days and they even sabotage things. Don't ask me why. Things happen. Have you ever sabotaged yourself and made a dumb decision? Ate one too many Twinkies? Whatever the case may be. So, we can't always count on others. It's going to always be ourselves that makes this choice and makes this decision on a day-to-day basis. Nobody else. This isn't about pleasing somebody else. This isn't about showing off in front of somebody else. This isn't about achieving something so that then somebody else will like you. Okay? This is so that you like you. This is so that you can be proud of yourself in front of God. This is so that God can be proud of you. If you're doing this for others, what happens if they leave? What happens if they pass away? What happens if they don't like you anymore? What happens? This is all about you. You're going to always have to make the choice and decision. And this is why it's been so important these past few days of why we stay right here in this month of making this off-ramp, this mile marker, this crossroads, why it has to be so well established so that you do have that place to come back to, so that you do know what you're doing, so you know why you are doing it. It is for you. Now, if you're going to be doing it for you, it's irrelevant what others think. It's irrelevant why you would be doing it for anybody else, or, that didn't make sense, but you're going to make all the choices and all the decisions. You're going to get all of them. Happiness or misery. And if you're going to be doing it so that you can make a bunch of money, so that you can then go do what? What you're trying to do now. What is it that I want to do in my God-given life? Was that the answer you heard? Make a bunch of money. You see, these are how all those carrots in that rat race stay back locked in. That's why it's so important to have these bricks understood. So that you're making the bricks, so that you know what the material was that the bricks were made out of before you even lay them down and start making your highway. You must know your intentions while you are doing your task. Your employee is there is to help you, but is not there to do it. The hard labor is coming from you. Nobody else can do it but you. So get that notebook strong. Get that intention strong. Get that day-to-day focus strong. And there's going to be those days we want to take the day off. We don't do that anymore. There's going to be days when you're going to want to put down 20 bricks because you're so happy. Well, that's why we're doing this, is so that we don't get carried away. We don't have to feel that kind of anxiety of just blah, 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 blah. We're going to enjoy the task. And if the day happens to be a day that 20 bricks magically get laid down, fantastic. But we're not going to try to. You're going to enjoy the ride. You're going to enjoy the process. You're going to enjoy the brick. When you get there, what are you going to do? Pick a new goal? And that is kind of how life is. Where are you at? Where are you going? What are you doing? Well, right now we're finishing up day 31. We're finishing up our first month. We're going to get back onto the highway of continuing forward. Right? We're going to start a new month tomorrow. Brand new deal. But it's going to be the same thing, isn't it? We're going to take a brick. And we're going to take the next day. And we're going to stop. And we're going to ask ourselves, what is it that I want to do with my God-given life? So I pray for you. And I pray for America.